Hey guys, Heath here, and I want to talk about Avalanche. It's potentially gonna break out of this. It might have already broken out. This is the weekly candles, and you can see that we have this resistance that I drew that maybe we're breaking out of right now, like literally like right now. We're gonna flip to the daily in a sec, but just talk about how far back this resistance goes because it goes all the way back into the August 8th of 2022. August 8th. So that's like a year and like 4 or 5 months now because it's like November of 23 and this is 22. And then we hit it again and this was around $31. And then we hit it again in April 17th of 2023 at around $21. And now we're currently either testing or maybe breaking out of the trend line in November of 2023. So, and we're currently at $16.54. And the reason I think this is significant is because actually a lot of coins have broken out of their resistances. And where I'm actually going to compare it to Solana in a sec, because there's a lot of similarities that I remember from 2021 that if we are like in a mini bull or whatever, like, because we might be in like a mini bull, then maybe Avalanche does something similar than that it did in 2021, where it followed Solana. And so let's take a look at Solana and see what it did now and what it did in 2021. So you can see right now we broke out of this ascending or this symmetrical triangle, and the first point of this triangle actually goes back into October 2023, the last week of October of 2023. I mean 2022. So over a year ago, and it broke out like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, maybe almost 3 weeks. This weekly candle is about to be over. So about 3 weeks ago, we broke out right here, right? And once we broke out of the pattern that it was playing, where did Solana go? It just ended up skyrocketing to, well, we're currently actually still at it right here where we were in May of 2021. And if you guys remember 2021 of May, this was when Bitcoin had its huge tank, but it was also, when Bitcoin was around 65K. So this was the current level that Solana is where it was at in the previous bull market when Bitcoin was at 65K. I hope that made sense, but Solana's basically at the price it was at during a bull market, and Bitcoin's only at 37K. So that's pretty insane, honestly. And I think that Avalanche could do something similar to that and get to an area that it was in the previous bull market. But I also want to talk about this move. So after Solana had its first move up, so like I said, this was when Bitcoin was at 65K. And then this second move here is when Bitcoin was going up to 69K, like the second leg that we had in 2021. That was this move for Solana that took it all the way up to $265. And I actually remember I did not have any Solana. I remember I was thinking about buying Solana at like $20, like one of these somewhere down here. I was so near the markets and I just didn't buy it. And then I saw this move happen. I was like really sad. But I just watched it happen, and I so remember that Avalanche moved right, like really similarly to what Solana did, and it basically moved after it. Solana definitely led the way, but Avalanche moved right after Solana moved, and it basically made a similar move that Solana did as well. Like it went up just as much as Solana did. And why I'm talking about that now is because, so we know Solana already broke out. It's already moved. It's currently sitting at like an area that it was at in the previous bull market. And we know that Avalanche in the last bull market followed Solana pretty similarly. You gotta remember they're both layer ones. I don't know why it followed it similarly, but like this pump here was really similar to what Solana did. And this huge green candle, like the God candle of 131%, that happened after Solana was like pumping like so hard. And Solana right now is pumping really hard. We have that Solana broke out of its pattern. Solana is currently sitting at on somewhere in this area, like Avalanche's comparative level of what Solana is at right now is like around $40, right? Because Solana's sitting like at its peak, right, at around 55. So that'd be similar to Avalanche being at around 41. And Solana already moved. Avalanche, we know, follows Solana. At least it did in 2021. And if I'm being completely honest, guys, I've only been looking at Solana since the bear market. I have not really paid attention to Avalanche like at all for the longest time. But I've been looking at charts a lot. And then I noticed this chart. I noticed that we might be breaking out. If not, we're like currently doing it right now, like literally today. And if there is a chance that Solana's gonna do a similar move and follow Avalanche is gonna do a similar move to Solana and follow Solana just like it did in the second leg of the bull market, then maybe Avalanche is about to do a huge explosive move too, just like Solana did already, right? Because Solana the past like month has been on a huge rampage. Maybe Avalanche is about to do that for the next like 2 or 3 weeks and get to, in my opinion, I think $30. I mean, we got to take levels at a time. The first level I'd be really looking to take out would be this high, which is the first peak, or not the first peak, the first, like the last time we like hit the top of the trend line was this candle, and it was at around $21.55. So that's like the first level that I'd be looking for Avalanche to go to. And then if we take that out, then definitely looking at the second point we have here, which is around $30.55. And I think that would be a great target for Avalanche to even go to, because it would be similar to Solana where we're in the area that we were in the last bull market. So I don't think that's like anything crazy because Solana's already there. And it would also be like testing this previous resistance level as well. So I think 30.55 could be incoming. I mean, I don't know for sure, but I do think there's a chance we could actually be seeing Avalanche go to around $30. Maybe even like go to 40 and like test the highs, because Solana tested its peak, right? That'd be like Avalanche going to $60. I don't really know if Avalanche is going to go to $60, but I could see it maybe even going to 40. This all depends on Bitcoin though. Like if Bitcoin starts tanking, like it's not going to happen. There's no way. So we need Bitcoin to hold. And I think that Avalanche could be in for a pretty good move. Like that's almost a double. I think that's like, if we went to this peak right here, that's 86%. So that's a pretty big move considering that we're already at a double from the low. Like from the low here, it'd be a 250% move. From where we are now, it's 86. That's still like so big. And I know we just got a 33% candle, but let's take a look at Solana. We have 34 this week, no, 35 almost, 25 last week, 13 the week before that, and then 33 the week before that. So it has 2 candles that are in the 30s, one in the 20s, and then one in the teens. Avalanche currently has 10, 12, 8, 33. So it has one in the 30s and basically everything else around 10. And I wouldn't be surprised, and I'm definitely like, I don't know if this is going to happen for sure, but I wouldn't be surprised if we saw like back to back, like really big green candles, like another 30% week back, like next week. If Bitcoin is like going to continue, at least going sideways, like it doesn't even have to go up, just like stay at around 37K. I think there's a chance Avalanche could next week maybe try to attack the $21 level, like this area. And then maybe we can even see some more follow through and attack the $30 level. That's what I think could happen. It all depends on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin tanks, none of this is happening. This really only depends if Bitcoin can hold or go up. So yeah, guys, I think Avalanche could be looking in for an explosive move, like really soon. Like I mean, like really soon. Oh yeah, we got to look at the daily candles because this is pretty important. So you can actually see the resistance line is the yellow line, and we actually already back tested it today. Right here, you can see we poked a little bit inside. We wicked inside a little bit, but I think that's exactly what I wanted to see though. because if we're gonna break out of this range, which by the way lasted for about 457 days, somewhere around 450 some days, you definitely want to see a back test to confirm, like confirmation, and then go. And yeah, maybe you'd be like, okay, just one wick candle, like is that enough? It was enough for Solana, right? Like Solana had it one day as well. It broke out on this day right here, because this white line is the area that it was under. And then the next day it wicked underneath it. You can see a tiny wick. You can see we wicked below it, got the retest. We actually touched it again the day after. And so we basically touched it 2 more times. And then what happened? It was over, right? And we only got one day that was red. And after the breakout. And so breakout yesterday, the test today, the red candle. I mean, this candle still has 22 hours, basically 21 and a half hours. So there's a lot that can happen tomorrow. Like I said, this really depends on Bitcoin. Like, we just want to see Bitcoin hold. And if that's going to happen, if Bitcoin's able to do it, and we can hold this, and maybe we can actually see a move to the upside just like Solana did. So yeah, guys, I think Avalanche might do it, but I don't know. I don't know for sure. And like, definitely be careful out there, because I don't know what Bitcoin's going to do either. Because Bitcoin has just been absolutely crazy. So yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think, and thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.